Today, I'm going to be talking about earthworms and why they're important to the environment and the tree of life. When we think of earthworms, we often associate them with little bugs that we would play with when we were little after it rained, or fishing bait. The scientific name for earthworms is Lumbricina. You can see here in this image, in some cultures, Lumbricina are used for medicinal purposes. Where do they naturally live? Earthworms can generally live anywhere as long as it has moist soil and plant material. They prefer to live on the top layer of soil because they have access to decomposing plants that they use for nutrients. They usually come up from the ground at night because they're sensitive to UV light, but on occasion they'll come up during the day after a rainstorm. Whenever it's a season of drought or freezing, they tunnel deeper into the ground to stay safe. How do they feed? Earthworms have a complete gut system. They take in food here at the mouth, and then the food is swallowed through the pharynx to the esophagus. And in the esophagus, there are calciferous glands that release calcium carbonate. The purpose of this calcium carbonate is to get rid of excess calcium that's taken in through the soil. Once calcium carbonate does its job, the food moves to the crop where it's stored. And when the food is needed to be utilized, it moves from the crop to the gizzard. At the gizzard, stones that have been previously consumed by the worm help um, mechanically break down the food. Then the food moves to the intestine where it is digested and absorbed for nutrients. Is it predator or prey? Seeing as earthworms eat plants, they are typically labeled as prey. You can see here in this image that we have plants, and then the earthworms eat these organic residues, and then here they go in our food for soil flatworms, and they go here in our food for ants, beetles, centipedes, and other bugs. Some predators include maggots that are parasitic, birds, moles, badgers, hedgehogs, foxes, and testicular slugs. How are they unique? They have longitudinal muscles, so they use these longitudinal muscles to move. They have chaetae, which are bristly hairs, as seen right here under a microscope, that they use for grip when they're moving. They have a complete gut system, as seen before, and they have a closed circulatory system, which we can see in the image provided here. They also have a trochophore larvae phase and a dorsal ganglion. Where are earthworms on the tree of life? They're in domain Eukarya and kingdom Animalia, and specifically phylum Annelida. We can see that here in this graphic from National Geographic. Their class is Polychaetae. Their order is Crassulaitella, family Lumbricidae, and they have various genus and species. In the United States, there are over 100 different species of earthworms. How do they impact the environment? Earthworms are essential to agriculture. This is why gardeners and farmers will buy earthworms to put into their gardens and their fields. They enrich soil to promote plant growth. Whenever they tunnel into the ground, it allows air, water, and nutrients to reach down. They also consume dead plant matter, which once this dead plant matter is digested, their castings or their waste are used as plant fertilizer. Thank you.